trying to figure out, okay, what concept did I not understand that caused me to miss the problem? You don't care about the problem anymore. You only care about the concept you may have misunderstood. Or perhaps a memory, like if there's a flashcard that, oh, I know why I missed that, because I have a memory that was missing. Then you make a flashcard to fix that. So. Somebody volunteer to speak. The more you talk, the more you learn. So, Ellie.
What does twice differentiable mean?
So, I'm going to have you repeat the question just because I want to make a point. The word twice different, there's a lot of words in this class that really don't have any meaning unless I associate them with something. So you say twice differentiable, I'm like, I don't know. It's like, what do you really want to ask?
Well, like, if it says twice differentiable function of f.
Stop right there. Now it's better. Because you said, what does it mean for f to be twice differentiable? Do you hear the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just asking me what's twice differentiable, I don't know. But if you say what does it mean for f to be twice differentiable, I would tell you that means if you look at f, you can go to every single point on f and find a tangent slope. If I take all those tangent slopes of f and make a list, that becomes f prime. If I graph f prime, and I can go to every single point on f prime and find a tangent slope, that means f prime is also differentiable. So because, it's a long story. So because f and f prime are both differentiable, that makes f twice differentiable.
Okay, that makes sense.
Cool, 3 points. Caleb, go ahead.
Well, just want to like walk through it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So since we're comparing all the different, like the f times and f double times, I know that f double prime is going to be negative no matter what because f is concated down.
Let's stop right there. 3 points for Caleb. Very, very smart. Caleb said, hey, I can tell from the question that I'm supposed to be comparing values of f to values of f prime to values of f double prime. And made a really smart initial conclusion that because f is always concave down, f double prime must be negative. Somebody continue with Caleb's thinking. Somebody else. Right hand. Please.
Okay, so it has if f double prime has to be negative, it has to be either C or D.
So pause for a second. So what Nicole did is she said, okay, I remember from class that usually when we get a problem like this, it's going to end up being something like negative, 0, positive. So she said, I'm going to take the f double prime values, because f double prime of D is negative, f double prime of B is also negative. 3 points. Somebody else. Again, don't try to memorize the problem. Just search for what got in your way of answering the question. Like what prevented you from answering it? If what prevented you was a memory, make a flashcard. If you're not sure what flashcard to make, just raise your hand and say, hey, Mr. Smith, I don't know what flashcard to make, but I know it was something in my memory that got in the way. It's a misunderstanding. We just have to talk about it until you understand it. Let's go, Mike.
So since we've narrowed it down to C and D, and both the middle options are f prime of C, we know that both of those options are 0. And so then we can just move directly to the third option, which is f of A and f prime of A.
Pause right there. That's smart. He said, hey, these two are the same, so that's, who cares, right? Still C or D. That's kind of a mistake in whoever created the question. That was me, so oh well. Yeah, those are the same, so we're good. So we just have to focus right here. So 3 points for Mike. Someone else? Please, Susan.
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
So, will it always be like every answer will have f prime, f double prime, and f? Or can I have like 2 f primes?
It could have 2.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen them have that. I've seen some questions where every single one is just F prime. So I've seen questions with this format quite a bit over the years, but they mix them up. 3 points. Please.
FA is negative.
So f of A is negative.
But then prime of A is positive because the slope is increasing.
Yeah, the slope right here is definitely a positive slope. So now I figured it out. It's got to be D. So. Please, Emma.
So when we do like the idea of there's a negative, a zero, and a positive, is it always like that, or is that just a general idea?
Gotcha. 3 points for Emma. Every time I've seen a problem like this, it's always followed this pattern. Although I could foresee them being a little bit trickier, like stay with me, Emma, and answer this. If they were asking about f of, let's see, f of B, and you were supposed to compare that to f of C, I want the whole room to think with me. We'll give Emma 3 more for getting us started here. Look at both of these and raise your hand and tell me, are they both negative? Are they both positive? Are they both zero? Are they opposites? What's going on here with these two? Just these two. And are these both positive? Are they both negative? Are they one of each? What's happening with these two values? Hoping for a few more hands, but Natasha.
Wait, at first, are we talking about on the graph of F or
Yep,
graph of F first?
graph of F.
Then they would both be positive.
So these are both positive. Who had their hand raised and knew it? 2 points, 3 for Natasha. Natasha, which one is more positive? Which one?
C, sorry.
F of C. So, Sydney, I could see them doing that. Or Emma, I apologize, I can't remember who asked. It was Emma, right? Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I could see them doing something like that where you'd have to distinguish, but they'd use something to make it clear. Do this one. This could definitely happen on a test. Raise your hand and tell me. Again, the whole focus here is to learn the concept, not the problem. So all of you need to be able to answer this because it could show up on a test. Which of those two is greater? Actually, let's start with positive or negative. Are these both positive? Are they both negative? Are they one of each? What? Hands. Go on, Nicole.
They're both positive.
So these are both positive. How many knew it? Points to for Nicole. Which one is more positive? Hands, come on. Which one is more positive? Cambria? How many knew it? Points to for Cambria. This one I did the whole yardstick thing in class. Now if a curve is concave down, the video can't see the yardstick, but that slope is definitely positive. As I move along the curve, I must encounter a decreasing pattern of slopes. So when I get to B, the slope must be less positive. So Emma, they could do that. That's what I mean. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
3 more.
Thank you.
Good work. Okay, we're up against the deadline here, so we'll have to quit for the day, but well done. Good work. Good work.